one of my former associates, unfortunately he left us, but who was a very good in-house analyst. It was not Japan, it was Korea, South Korea. But it applies to Japan as well. He tried to point out, and it was a South Korean company that was run and controlled by a family. He sent them a letter, and the stock was extraordinarily cheap. Sent them a letter explaining to them why they should do a stock buyback, explaining to them that if they did a stock buyback, it would not only benefit us, but it would benefit the company, the management, the owners, the family that control the business, as much if not more than it would benefit us. So he sent a letter which explained in detail. He never got an answer. He never even got an acknowledgement that the letter had been received. They just don't want to listen to advice being given by a foreigner. And the same with Japan. So, Steel Partners, what's his name, Warren Lichtenstein, he was very active in Japan for a while. He's no longer is, because he didn't get, I think he got some, we owned the stock where Warren Lichtenstein was successful, because it was, and I thought that, because it seemed to be the perfect deal, because it was a case where it was a former textile business, but the Japanese don't run textile businesses. They stopped running them 30 or 40 years ago. It moved to other countries in Asia. And so it was a case where they owned real estate. They had redeveloped the real estate because they owned the land and some buildings, redeveloped the real estate. They owned a ton of cash. They had a business which was not a textile business, which they held on to. They had built a portfolio of securities, and one could see that the stock was extraordinarily cheap, assuming that the company would be liquidated, and taking into account the taxes that would have to be paid if the company were liquidated. And what Warren Lichtenstein did is that he said to the management, look, why don't you distribute a big extra dividend, special dividend, getting rid of a good chunk of your cash. And it will be good for us, because as a result the stock will probably go up, which it did. It will be good for you, because you will continue to manage the company. We will leave you alone once the stock has gone up and we will have sold our holding. And it's exactly what happened. They distributed a big extra dividend. It pushed the price of the stock up because the value was being recognized. And Lichtenstein and we were able to sell the stock on the way up. And the management stayed with the business where they had held on to the real estate, to the company, to the portfolio of securities. They simply had less cash than they used to. And I thought the formula would apply elsewhere, but it didn't. For whatever reason, it didn't.
Are those then in a way exceptions that prove the rule?
That's right.